protesters were being evacuated from the park.
You are the 99%! So are you! Get back! Get back!
They will be allowed in the park. They just can't camp out overnight.
Occupy the world, occupy me, occupy you, occupy Wall Street.
Now, it's a lot of people out here that don't really understand exactly what Occupy Wall Street is. They think it's a bunch of hippies getting together, picking on rich people. But we're about to come out here and interview people live on Wall Street and see exactly what's going on, what inspired them to do this, why are they protesting, where do they want this to go, what are they hoping to accomplish. So you guys just stay tuned. And you know what I'm saying? You might learn something. And are they out here occupying Wall Street?
Yeah, that was like, I didn't know what I was going to do when I got here. I came around September 27th, and I was like, anytime there's an anti-capitalism thing going on, I'm going to try to like at least go check it out because like I hate capitalism.
Do you have a problem with rich people?
Shameless to say, yeah, I don't like the rich. I have no shame in saying that. Because they've been exploiting our labor for centuries. It's about damn time we stopped and took the world back.
What do you propose we do to do that?
We shut down the entire damn system. Everyone stops going to work until things change.
We are the power. We are the change that we've been waiting for. People just need to realize that.
Michael Milken paid that guy to bother me. I'm trying to hold signs about Michael Milken doing business.
Who is Michael Milken?
He does business with Israel, and they're paying that guy to tell me not to hold my sign. And that guy's threatening me that if I hold my sign here, they're gonna hit me. And I want my sign here.
Why here at Wall Street versus other areas?
I'm here because the promise that we were sold that we could live the American dream was a lie.
Well, number one, I lost my job in my apartment in one day with Hurricane Irene. And, I had flood insurance, I had everything. And I didn't receive a penny from Uncle Sam.
This conversation has to happen all over the world.
My brother, he lives out here. He's out here 7 days a week from the beginning. And, I'm out here as much as I can, but it's hard because I do work full time.
Everybody deserves to eat and to have shelter, and this is complete bullshit.
What does this mean to you out here, man?
Well, it's occupation, man. It's not the revolution. We're planting seeds in the revolution with everybody. It's an example of how a community can be without leaders, without masters, and most importantly, without fucking pigs,
The game is fixed. It's rigged. And the game is over for the middle class, for me and my generation.
Wall Street was founded off slaves, and now it's being used to combat a different form of slavery. So it's important that you come out here to where a lot of things were originally orchestrated and created and stuff, and experience what true rebellion is about against the 1% or what have you, man.
It's like, I'm also here for my own things, but like the dogs are first, and they're here to like occupy too.
This is like really amazing what's going on and how these people are living. They got a kitchen out here, man. This is a really serious movement, man, and so we're going to investigate more and let you see exactly for yourself what's going on. So how long do you actually plan to be out here? What is your brother's plan? How long is he going to stay out here?
Well,
are you willing to?
We're out here for a long haul, definitely.
I never asked the government for anything. And just for them to return what I had paid for in insurance, they're not giving it to me. And I find that really, messed up. And I'm also here for the people.
Cheyenne darted across a bunch of people, and they looked at me and they're like, why do you have your dog here? This is for people. And it hit me like a brick wall. I'm like, humans, to sustain ourselves, are so like demanding in resources, and we take up a lot of space, and we don't take in consideration like things that look different or can't speak our language, or like whoever's controlling the world, like if we're not on their level, then they don't count.
I had it up to here,
up
my
to here.
pressure's boiling high.
Boiling
You're gonna
high.
tax me to death
Tax me to
until
death.
the day I die.
Till the day you die.
This economy
This
has got the
economy
best of me.
got the best
Because
of
of
him.
corporate greed, I can't make ends meet. Oh, occupy the world.
Do you think that actual crimes have been committed by these billion-dollar Fortune 500 companies?
Do I think? I know. Right now, President Obama called the New York State Attorneys General Because what happens is there's 10,000 illegally foreclosed homes in New York right now. So the New York State Attorney General is looking for prosecution. So Obama calls the New York State Attorney General and says, ease up, because Obama's going to do a closed-door deal behind closed doors with the banks so they can become immune from prosecution.
Do you think it's more about profit first than the American people now?
We live in a society where everybody's out for themselves, right? It's part of the culture that America has produced. So everybody goes out into the world and says, you know what, get what you can, forget about this person, forget about that, go live for yourself.
That's the reason a lot of people are afraid to come out of here, you know, because they don't want to be kicked out of their social groups and family circles and stuff and lose their jobs and what have you. They're afraid of losing their pension instead of losing their freedom and what have you, man, instead of their family members losing their freedom.
There's a lot of people out here that, you know, that's occupying Wall Street, and they're trying to get, you know what I'm saying, the help of the law enforcement, but law enforcement are just telling them whatever they want to hear and everything, and they're not talking to anybody. They don't have anything to say for themselves. Excuse me, officers, can we get an interview with you for Thisis50.com? No? Can't do that.
And I go to church, you read about Jesus or whatever your religion is, and it's about loving each other and stuff. Never seen it.
Live, breathe, shed those joyful tears. Don't let any form of authority ever make you live in fear.
This is pretty serious. It's got to be like a really, really big deal to you to have your kids out here. So what are y'all doing here?
What are we doing here? We're going to be camping out once my dad gets the business put away for the winter.
You're pretty brave. How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old. And what's your name?
Ada.
Ada, it was nice to meet you. Wow, I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, looking at some people's tents, and they got some tips and stuff on how to successfully occupy Wall Street. Now, one of them over here says that the police are legally allowed to lie. Here goes another one that says if you get arrested, you know what I'm saying, make sure you don't have your cell contacts. Wow.
You have to take out these loans, so you end up being in debt and you don't have a job, yet this other person somehow found a way to get this job and not have to go through all the things you went through.
Educational system is poor. Education is definitely part of our issue. The teachers are bringing in, they don't even make a lot of money, and they're spending it on supplies to bring to school. Are you kidding me? And these people are the ones who should be making $250,000 a year. They have our children in our hands. And it's the country keeps getting weaker and weaker because we're losing sight of what's important. It's education, it's the poor, taking care of the poor, and the sick.
When it's time to eat, I come to the line just like everybody else.
What about going to the bathroom?
Going to the bathroom, I go to McDonald's just like everybody else.
Instead of their family members losing their freedom, their children losing their freedom and what have you. So, of course, there's always dollar over the person, right? Always.
Occupy the world, occupy me, occupy you, occupy Wall Street.
You just been occupied.
There you go, occupy everybody.